Hello, I'm Andrew Witecki, attorney at law. Thank you for joining us today. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the origins of criminal law in the United States. In the United States, there are four sources of where we derive our criminal law from. The first source is what we call common law. Now, common law grew out of England. England practiced common law, and we still practice it here in the United States. It basically grew out of the customs of the society at any given time throughout history. However, in 1962, in the United States, the advent of what we call the Model Penal Code came into existence. All of the different states had different criminal laws, but because of the Model Penal Code, there is now uniformity among all of the states as to what constitute crimes. The Model Penal Code was revised in 1981, and as of 2007, 2/3 of the states have adopted the Model Penal Code. Another origin of criminal law, another source found here in the United States, is the U.S. Constitution on the federal level and the state constitutions on state levels. The third origin, the third source of criminal law here in the United States is what we call legislative law. And in the states, it's the state assemblies that make legislative law, and on the federal level, it's the U.S. Congress. Finally, the fourth origin source of criminal law is what we call case law. Now, case law also has two synonyms. It's also known by two other terms. It could be case law, it could also be case precedent, and it could also be called stare decisis. Stare decisis is Latin for case precedent. In conclusion, there are four primary origins of criminal law. Common law, which grew into the Model Penal Code, the U.S. and state constitutions, state law and federal law born out of legislation, and finally, case law. I hope this has been informative for you today. Thank you for joining us. This has been Andrew Witecki.